Okay. Hello kids, here we are. It's the end of February. It's a pretty cold day out here. I just want to get you up to date on how we're doing calving here. We had 80% of them done by Valentine's Day, which was about right on schedule with what I wanted. Right now we only have 13 cows left to have a calf. So we should be done here about the first part of March. It'll be the middle of March. We should be totally done calving. Well, right now we're kind of in between seasons, between calving and getting ready for planting. I'll go back to getting ready for planting here, for planting our corn and beans. We started way back in, let's just go back to October, where we did a soil test on there. We get a soil test on each field to do, so we get fertilizer recommendations, how much fertilizer we need to put down, you know, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. We do that there, and then usually after we get done combining in November, we go and order our seed corn. There's a lot of different varieties, a lot of different brands and varieties of seed corn you can pick from. A lot of times we just use the ones that we've used. I usually try to get a couple new varieties in every year to try them out. So that's what we do. To figure out how many bags of seed corn we need, what I usually do is we take how many seeds we're gonna plant per acre, which is around 29,000 seeds per acre, and then each bag of seed corn contains 80,000 seeds in a bag. So you divide those numbers, and that's how many acres you can get per bag, and then you can figure out how many bags you need for a field. So for like 80 acres, you figure that out, and that's how many bags of seed corn you need. So that's what we do there. Right now we're getting maps ready for our, we got our planter set up for variable rate planting, which means you can vary the rate of seed out there. You can go as low as you want and as high as you want out there, which I'm really excited for some of our hills where we got a lot of sand and stuff on there, where we can lower the population down. And then in our better ground, we can raise the population up, and it'll help increase yield and stuff like that. So what we do, so we're working on the maps with that, so we can get ready for planting. Another thing we're doing right now, I was gonna say, is figuring out our is doing our taxes for last year, which is always a good joy to do. You gotta go through and figure out all your expenses and all your income and get that lined up. Should be done here at the end of February, so we can get that in, and it ties in with that is also our operating loan with our bank. I got to sit down and figure out, it's basically a budget of the year of what you're going to spend on each thing to give to the banker if you need a loan from your bank for your operating costs like that, because you don't get paid pretty much to the end of the year if that's the way you do it, and all your costs are up front before you even get to see a paycheck. But you go through and you sit down, you figure out a price, what you think the prices of corn and beans are going to be, figure out what your yields are going to be, and then you figure out your expenses like that. So you figure it all out. Probably a good question to be is, how do you figure out a price for corn and beans? Well, you go off the Chicago Board of Trade. There's traders down there that trade the price of corn and beans there, and then how we figure out our cash price is you take the futures price that Chicago has and you minus the basis, and the basis here is what they would say it would take the cost to get to ship the corn or beans to Chicago like that. And our basis around here right now is around that 40 to 50 cent basis. So if you have the future price of $4 and then the basis of let's say 40 cents, so your cash price is $3.60. So that's how they come up with our cash price around here. We do that too. I guess another thing we're doing now too is we're getting ready for some bull sales. I need a few bulls to buy to breed to these cows. I got one bull bought. I need another bull to get the cows bred here. So I usually try and go around 25 cows per bull. So I'm looking for one more bull here so I have enough bull power on these cows to get them bred for this year. So that's what we're doing. Next month we'll be planting our oats. I kind of like to get my oats planted at the end of March, the first part of April. We'll see how the weather's going. Usually no later by the middle of April is when we'd like to get the oats in the ground. So that's what we'll be doing next time, and we should be spreading some fertilizer on the pastures and getting some fertilizer out on our cornfields too. So that's what we'll be doing next month, hopefully. So you guys have a good day. Thank you.